हरि कृष्णाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री महाविष्णु पूर्ण पुरुषोत्तमाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री लॉर्ड स्वामीनारायणाय नमः। ओम श्री कृष्णाय नमः। ओम श्री रामचंद्राय प्रभुवे नमः। ओम श्री लॉर्ड बुद्धाय नमः। ओम श्री ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेशाय नमः। ओम श्री मनु भगवान नमः। ओम श्री भगवान वेद व्यास नमः। ओम श्री आदि विष्णु आचार्याय नमः। ओम श्री निम्बार्काय नमः। ओम श्री माधवाचार्याय नमः। ओम श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु ने नमः। ओम श्री प्रभुपाद स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री वैष्णव वल्लभाचार्याय नमः। ओम श्री विठलनाथ जी ने नमः। ओम श्री रामानुजाचार्याय नमः। ओम श्री रामानंद स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री लॉर्ड स्वामी नारायणाय नमः। ओम श्री आदि आचार्य रघुवीर जी महाराज ने नमः। ओम श्री आदि आचार्य अयोध्या प्रसाद जी महाराज ने नमः। ओम श्री गुणातीदान स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री मयाराम भट्ट ने नमः। ओम श्री राधा खाचार्य ने नमः। ओम श्री पर्वत भाई ने नमः। ओम श्री सर्वानंद संतो ने नमः। ओम श्री गोपाल स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री निष्कुलान स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री नित्यानंद स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री मुक्तानंद स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री ब्रह्मानंद स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री प्रेमानंद स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री अखंडानंद स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री नित्यानंद स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री 500 नंद संतों ने नमः। ओम श्री 500 परमहंस ने नमः। ओम श्री सुखानंद स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री सदानंद स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री बाल मुकुंदास ओम श्री गुणातीनाथ स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री बाल मुकुंदास स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री नारायण दास स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री धर्मस्वरूपदास स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री पुराणी गोपीनाथ दास जी ने नमः। ओम श्री शास्त्री जी महाराज श्री धर्मजीव दास स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री पुराणी स्वामी प्रेम प्रकाश दास जी ने नमः। ओम श्री जोगी स्वामी हरिप्रकाश दास स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री निरंमुक्त दास स्वामी ने नमः। ओम कोठारी श्री अरविंद दास स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री हरिप्रसाद दास स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री देव कृष्णदास स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री ज्ञान स्वरूप दास स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री देव प्रसाद स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री घनश्याम स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री लक्ष्मीनारायण दास स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री नारायण दास स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री धर्मवल्लभ दास स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री कृष्णविदास स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री कृष्ण स्वरूपदास स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री संत वल्लभ दास स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री नीलकंठदास स्वामी ने नमः। ओम श्री हरिकविदास स्वामी ने नमः। ओम सर्वैकांतिक संतो साधु संतो हरिभक्तों ने नमः। ओम श्री त्रिभुवन भाई व्यास ने नमः। ओम महेंद्र भाई सेठ ने नमः। ओम श्री अभय जैन भाई गांधी ने नमः। ओम श्री गोविंद भाई ने नमः। ओम श्री भानु भाई ने नमः। ओम श्री जगन्नाथ भाई भारत ने नमः। ओम श्री महेंद्र सेवक ने नमः। ओम श्री जादू जी भाई घेवाला ने नमः। ओम श्री सर्व संतो भक्तों ने नमः। ओम माता पिता ने नमः। ओम सर्व हरिभक्तों ने नमः। ओम नमः सहजानंद स्वामी महाराज की जय। Who's coming? Lord Swaminarayan. पधारे वटपतन स्वामी सहजानंद महाराज पूर्ण पुरुषोत्तम बहुनामी। सहजानंद जी महाराज इज पूर्ण पुरुषोत्तम। ही इज सर्वब्रह्म सर्व ब्रह्म। कहाँ से चले? तो चले वड़ताल से अविनाशी। कहाँ से चले? Where he come from? वड़ताल। वड़ताल is the main temple Lakshminarayan Dev Maharaj has established. અને આએ કિયા ગામ મુકામ સાકર દે સુખરાશી. God is coming from Baroda state. Baroda is a state. Gaikwad Sarkar. He was government of Vadodara state. So lot of that king was devotee of Lord Swaminarayan, and he was actually Maharashtrian.
Yeah, Gaikwad.
Yeah. And he was very good king, and he did very good job. He did education very nice at that time in our Amreli district, where I come from. They have education very compulsory. And that's why at that time people studied a lot in that area. So that king became the Lord Swaminarayan. First he was in the against, and then he recognized all this stuff. Then he became devotee of Lord Swaminarayan. So he did great welcome to him, to Maharaj. So Maharaj went from Vadodara to the Baroda for his state, and then they did all the welcome and all the lot of people walking with them, and lot of elephant and all this stuff. They were going through there. So that's what they were doing here. Padare Vatapatana Swami Padare Vatapatana Swami No? It's this one, right? This one is the Padare Vatapatana Swami Padare Vatapatana Swami Sahajananda Maharaj Purana Purushotama Bahunami Padare Vatapatana Swami Padare Vatapatana Swami Chale Varatal se avinasi Chale Varatal se avinasi Aegiyo mukama dama sakar de sukharasi padare Vatapatana Swami Padare Vatapatana Swami Sangale Senayati Bhari Sangale Senayati Bhari. So all the army and everything is welcoming to the Maharaj. And Chaturangani Balavan Lagat hai Dekhat Ati Bhari. Chaturangani Balavan Lagat hai. So their army is so strong and looks so beautiful. Chaturangani Balavan Lagat hai Dekhat Ati Bhari Padare Vatapatana Swami Padare Vatapatana Swami Padare means coming. Vatapatana means Vartal, fathers, Vartal's supreme, coming to the Baroda. Padati Ghode Ratayati Padati Ghode Ratayati Survara Mahasubhata Durjaya Dekhi Kampe Chati Padare Vatapatana Swami Padare Vatapatana Swami Aaye Gamachani Giradhari Aaye Gamachani Giradhari. Aaye means came to Gam village. Chani is a small village nearby the Vadodara. So they reach over there. And Chani is a small town, but it's there were people who are before used to be untouchable. Harijan people, Mahatma Gandhi name given to Harijan. Those people were the devotee of the Lord Swaminarayan. And they were so great devotees. And their kirtan, they were one of the great kavi of that caste was there. And he was so great. He was so beloved to all the saints. So those people are become so extreme from lower progeny they born, but they uplifted themselves with the highest level. So they came to their village and then they did them welcome to the Maharaj at the time. Premananda kahe sanmukh aayi nupakiya savari padare Vatapatana Swami Padare Vatapatana Swami. Lord of the Vadatal came into nearby Vadodara, and Nup means king, and all those Gaikwad Sarkar, the government, coming to receive the Lord, and Premanand Swami is very happy to seeing this all this stuff. Premananda ke sanmukh Nupakiya Swami, Sahajananda Swami Maharaj. Varanive Sharamani Adarshanam Mandha च रुचिरान्नाम्बुजम् पूजितं सुरनरोत्तमेर्मुदा धर्मनन्दनमहं विचिन्तये। श्री स्वामिनारायणाय नमो नमः। श्री हरिकृष्णाय नमो नमः। श्री प्रकट पुरुषोत्तमाय नमो नमः। स्वामिनारायण हरे। 1882 पौषवदी सप्तमने दिवस स्वामी श्री सहजानंदजी महाराज श्रीवर्तालमध्ये લક્ષ્મીનારાયણ દેવના દરબારમાં લીમડાના વૃક્ષોની તળે પાટ ઉપર ગાદીથી ત્યાં નખાવીને વિરાજમાન હતા અને સ્વર્ગને વિશે સર્વ શ્વેત વસ્ત્ર ધારણ કર્યા હતા અને કંઠને વિશે શ્વેત પુષ્પના હાર પહેર્યા હતા અને હસ્તકમળને કરીને એક દાડમનું ફળ હરિભક્તની સભા ભરાય દાડમનું ફળ ઉછાળતા હતા અને પોતાના મુખારવિંદની આગળ મુનિ તથા દેશ દેશના હરિભક્તની સભા ભરાઈને બેઠી હતી અને શ્રીજી મહારાજને ઉપર સોનાના ઈડાએ સહિત છત્ર વિરાજમાન હતું. એવી શોભાયાત કરતા થકા શ્રીજી મહારાજ વિરાજમાન હતા અને તે સમયમાં ગામ ભાદરણના પાટીદાર ભગુભાઈ શ્રીજી મહારાજ પાસે આવ્યા હતા અને પૂછ્યું છે, હે મહારાજ, આ સમાધિથી કેમ થતી છે? There was one of the great devotee, Bhaguvai. He was the Patel, Patidar. So he came to the Maharaj and he asked કે જીવોના કલ્યાણાર્થે a samadhi can happen. How the samadhi can happen, how the trance can happen. There are certain times the trance happen to the devotees, and certain time even not devotees you are doing that. So how is happening that? So that is the question. Then Sriji Maharaj બોલ્યા છે, જીવોના કલ્યાણને અર્થે આ ભરતખંડમાં ભગવાન અવતાર ધરે છે. તે ભગવાન જ્યારે રાજા રૂપે હોય ત્યારે તે 39 લક્ષણ યુક્ત હોય અને દત્ત કપિલ જેવા સાધુ રૂપે હોય ત્યારે 30 લક્ષણ યુક્ત હોય. Before it was came to say in few months ago, when God incarnate here in this universe to give the salvation to the energy, the devotees or non-devotees. They will sometimes also want to make the non-devotees to recognize as God. So at that time he can do the trance to anyone. So even the animal can go in trance too and can see the divine abode of the God. So that is the kripa of the God. Same way, when he incarnate here, sometimes he comes as a sadhu. Datt and Kapil, Dattatreya and Kapil, they are sadhu form. And when they comes as a king form, then they have 39 characteristics. And sadhu has a 30 characteristic. Same talk, Maharaj talking again and again and again. And ultimately he wants to get the salvation to the people. That's what they want to do. And recognize the God Swarup form. અને તે ભગવાનની મૂર્તિ દેખામાં તો like a same like us, મનુષ્ય. But it is very powerful. That's what Maharaj saying that. Even though he looks like a human, but he's a very divine. He can do anything. Sometimes he become like us, sometimes he act like a human form, sometimes he act like a superhuman form. અને તે દેખાવમાં તો મનુષ્ય સરખી જ આવતી હોય, પણ તે અતિશય અલૌકિક મૂર્તિ છે. ઇટ્સ અ વેરી ડિવાઇન મૂર્તિ. જેમ પૃથ્વીને વિશે સર્વ પથરા છે, તે ચમકપણા પર પથ્થરો છે, તે પણ ચમકપણામાં સહેજે પણ ચમત્કાર રહ્યો છે. There are many stones, but there is some stones are magic. They have special power. Even they attract to the nail, they attract everything. Same way, the God, when he comes as a human form, as a king or saint, when the divine or non-divine people, when they see him darshan very deeply, then they attract them. And that's what they take them even for trance, divine form, devotee or non-devotee, both of them. And non-devotee, when they recognize their things, and also they become devotee afterward. અને તે ભગવાનની જે મૂર્તિ તે either was king or saint. તે મૂર્તિને જ્યારે જીવ શ્રદ્ધાએ કરીને દર્શન કરે છે, તેના ઇન્દ્રિયો ભગવાન સામા તણાઈ જાય છે. So when they are detached their indriyo from material world and attached to the Maharaj, they become કેમાં જાય છે? All the indriyos, senses goes toward the Maharaj. And then they goes into trance. Okay? Same way like in the Sri Krishna Bhagavan, in the Gurukul, when he was there, all the Gop and Gopis were worshipping him and they were attracting them, even though they were not knowing that who is he. And then ultimately they attract them and go to the Samadhi and they see that this is a Supreme Personality. So, if you do darshan with the faith, then you always going to have a benefit on that. That's what that's. And so, if you do by faith, then all the indriyos, all senses will be attracted to the Maharaj, and then you go to the Samadhi trance. ત્યારે મુક્તાન સ્વામીએ પૂછ્યું જે બ્રહ્મ છે એ તો સર્વત્ર વ્યાપક છે એમ સર્વ કહે છે. So Muktan Swami asked, so Brahm is the everywhere. It's like a vyapak. It is a pervading each and everywhere. So how come the Brahm is vyapak? If it's everywhere, then how can it will be the sakar? How can it be a form? It should be formless. So no, Maharaj said no. Brahm is a special form. Maharaj is Sri Krishna Bhagavan, Lord Swaminarayan, is like a Parabrahm. Brahm is a soul. Okay? The soul is vyapak, but it's like a, because of the Lord pervading on that. That's why it is acting like a everywhere presence, but it's not. It's itself. Atma, self. Right? Soul is a self. That's a Brahm. And Parabrahm is a Purna. Right? So what they are saying here is this. તો વ્યાપક કહેવાય. પછી શ્રીજી મહારાજ બોલ્યા છે બ્રહ્મ છે, બ્રહ્મ તો એકદશી છે પણ સર્વદેશી નથી. બ્રહ્મ is a one, not everywhere. Is a one. But when you worship becoming a Brahm, then you liberate your soul and go to the divine abode of the God. Then your entity is like a liberated soul. Jivan Mukta. Okay. That's what Maharaj said. And just like he's giving example like a Surya, the sun. If you worship the sun and the sun God give you the power, then sun, wherever sun reach, your mind and things, your thinking reach wherever sunlight goes. Like a Siddha Purush. Siddha Purush means supernatural power. When supernatural power, when you become Atmanist, because you become a Brahman, Atmanist, self, and then worship the God, then you can get liberation. Once you become the Atmanist, you can be Atmanist and superpower, but all material world. If you want liberation, then you have to worship the God. So God power is always comes. Always saints comes there too, saint blessed too. Blessing of the saint like Shastriji Maharaj and Purana Swami and Jogi Swami and all. Let me see here. So, just like if you worship the Surya, sun, and then he becomes the supernatural power, the Siddha Dasha, and he can see the millions of miles. And we can also think about that. He can reach there too. Okay? Same way, Maharaj is the supreme, so he can do anything. You know, when he are in the human form or he is on the original form. So, શ્રી કૃષ્ણ ભગવાન એક ઠેકાણે રહ્યા હતા, પોતાની ઈચ્છાએ કરીને જ્યાં દર્શન દેવા હોય ત્યાં દર્શન આપે છે. ભગવાન શ્રી કૃષ્ણ, ભગવાન સ્વામિનારાયણ, ભગવાન રામ, he is in the one place in Akshardham, same Murti, but he can come here in the Rama, Krishna, Swaminarayan, Buddha, as well as when he is there, still his presence here too, right now too. He can presence in this Murti, he can presence with the wherever you think in your heart, you know, like that. So, Siddha hoy, tema par you have a far away vision, everything like television you are seeing, same way like that. You can do that. So, God can do it. It's not a big deal. That's what Maharaj is saying here.
So, પોતાની સામર્થ્ય કરીને, because of his power, Maharaj is remaining in Akshardham, and still he can be remain in all the universe, different universe, everywhere, anywhere he wants to go. But he's always one form, that is a sakar form, that always there. And still he's been in different universe, with different time, different place, the same time, whatever he wants to do. So, he can give the darshan to everywhere. And Bhagavan to sada murtiman છે. He is always form. Always he has form. Divine form. Not the material form. Divine form. And મૂર્તિમાન ભગવાન અક્ષરધામમાં રહ્યા હતા અનંત કોટી બ્રહ્માંડમાં વાસે છે. He is in millions of universes. They are still living in Akshardham presence. ઇતિ વચનામૃતમ વડતાલ 13 વચનામૃતમ જે તે થયું. સહજાનંદ સ્વામી મહારાજની જય. So first thing is that, so God has miraculous power to send devotee to the and devotee and non-devotee in the trance. So he has a superficial, miraculous power. He can do that. So Bhaguvai, one of the Patidar, asked for the Maharaj, how come then Samadhi Thawano Hetu? Because he hasn't said that this guy is not devotee, he is doing too much sin, still you make him Samadhi. So Maharaj said that is my own power, so I can do that and make him my determination to recognize me. And Maharaj is pervading everywhere, residing his divine abode in the Akshardham, and he is always form. He is always form. And we said auspicious qualities of 39 is a king, and saint 30 qualities, and that is the for God incarnated in this universe and different universe. And Maharaj talking about Brahma. So Brahma is always itself, and once you recognize Brahma yourself and worship the God, then salvation get easy. Okay. And Maharaj asked about the supernatural power of the people who are Siddh, as well as I'm not a Siddh, but I'm the Purna Purushottam, so I can do anything I want. Anything I can show to the devotee and non-devotee. So this was the nice slot in Vachanamritam, Vadakalma, and now 2-minute dhun. Before dhun, I have to do is this. Okay, there is a one devotee in the Rambhai Mohanbhai Talavia, Mithapur, Chalala, Amreli, India. He left to the Akshardham. He was 80-year-old. May Lord bless to his soul and give divine abode to his soul. And there was a marriage of the Neelam and Raj Kapadia, my sister's son's daughter married, and so my sister is Manjuban Gajera, Dhiruva Gajera, and Ashok's daughter. So give their whole family to the good luck for them and good marriage life to what is her name? Neelam and Raj. And Ashok, Kishore and Bharat family, Gajera family. And Suzanne's, the Andrew's wife, she was sick, so she is getting better now. So may Lord also give her good life and get better faster. So let's pray for a few minutes. Swaminarayan, 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 Ram Krishna Hare Mukunda Murari, Ram Krishna Hare Mukunda Murari, Swaminarayan Hare, Swaminarayan Hare, Ram Krishna Hare Mukunda Murari, Ram Krishna Hare Mukunda Murari, Ram Krishna Hare Mukunda Murari, Swaminarayan Hare, Swaminarayan Hare, Ram Krishna Hare Mukunda Murari, Ram Krishna Hare Mukunda Murari, Sadanand Swami Maharaj Ki Jai. Today we are celebrating the Swaminarayan Mahamantra. So Swaminarayan Mahamantra Pragatya Din means appearance day. So it was before that, but Maharaj has given appearance. It is a Vedic Mahamantra. Vedas say there is one who is there always. Who is that? Narayan. Who is that Narayan? He is the Swami to everyone. He is the controller to everyone. It's a one word. Swami is like adjective. It's not like two words. Swami means so and so, Narayan means so and so. It's not like Radha and Krishna. But the Swami, controller. Narayan, one who is pervading each and every soul. This is Narayan. Nara, but plus Yaya, no. Every soul, everything, who is pervading in each and everything. He is who? Who is controller to all. Swaminarayan. There are certain people do the two words. Swami means so and so, Narayan means so and so. No, that's their own interpretation. But according to the Swami, me comes Raswai, not Dirghai. Swami, they do afterward that Swami, then two words. But Swami, Narayan, that's adjective to the Narayan. Okay? So it's not two words. It's a two word, but it's an adjective Swami. Okay? So Swaminarayan Mahamantra is very powerful because when you say Swaminarayan, that means Vedic Mahamantra. Even we chant as a Swami, the Rama, Krishna, Buddha, Sahajananda, Ganesham Prabhu, that is we can tell that because they were incarnated here. So we say, this is the God, son of this, so and so. But this is the original Mahamantra is the Swaminarayan, Narayan, Almighty. But the perfect Mahamantra, because of Swami, that means it's showing that there is only one who is controlling to everything. So, this Mahamantra was on December 31st, 1801 was appearance given by the Lord Swaminarayan in Phaneli, small village in the Saurashtra, Gujarat, India. From my place, maybe 160-70 kilometers. And that is small village. There is nothing there. Now they are doing some special things, temple, all this stuff, but it was small village before. And still is there. They are now developing slowly. And Raman Swami was the master of the Lord Swaminarayan. Right? So Lord Swaminarayan, before the Lord Swaminarayan, everybody was worshipping whatever they want to worship on the name. Radha, Radha, Ram, Swaminarayan, Krishna, Krishna, Govind, Govind, whatever, Ram, Ram, whatever they were worshipping. Then Raman Swami left. After the Swaminarayan Bhagavan came on the spiritual diocese as a head. Then Lord Swaminarayan did the Sabha assembly and tell them that now on in our Sampradaya, we will do the worship of the one mantra, Mahamantra, and that is the original Mahamantra that is mentioned in the Veda. and that is the Swaminarayan. Then everybody say, what is this new Mahamantra? This is Swaminarayan? We never heard about Swaminarayan. Then Maharaj explained all this stuff and said that this is always there, but we forget because of Maya, the original Mahamantra. So if you purify 100% gold, then you get more benefit than other things. You can get benefit or other things, but not like pure things. So if you worship like that, then your punya, merit and things goes hundreds of times better than the other Mahamantras. Other Mahamantra is not wrong, but still, you slowly go with those Mahamantra and then goes to the pure Mahamantra, then it's always good. So, this is the very good day was yesterday on 31st December. Maharaj has given on 7th year was 1858, I believe. 1858, 7th year, the Vikram 7th. So, and it was main thing for happen on that satsang today. So that Mahamantra is so powerful. So if you worship that and get the benefit and salvation by worshiping. So in certain things, always Maharaj talking in all Vachanamritam, all this stuff. And Shikshapatri is like ethical codes. 212 ethical code. Do and don't do. There are certain things, it's like common things. Do the brush and do the bath and all this stuff, right? So if you follow the Agna, that one, so you'll be materially in this world, you'll be better off outside, externally cleaning and then internally cleaning. Okay? And that cleaning will make your mind calm down. So if you eat good food, what will be happen? If you externally cleaning, internally cleaning, and internally cleaning, you need the good food. Okay? The pure food. More sattvic. More sattvic means goodness. Right? So that will get you your mind good thinking. And that good thinking will give you good thought. And that good thought lead winning of the antahkarana, man, buddhi, chit and ahankara. Mind, body, consciousness and ego can control. That control will take you to worship of the God. And that worship will lead you to your salvation. So this is easy way Maharaj explaining everywhere. Each and everything goes to that. Another thing Maharaj giving in this, all the Vachanamritam, all scriptures, is to ultimately you have to get. Even after studying Vedas, if you don't understand, you go wrong pathway. Okay? Because Veda is not easy to understand. That's why Maharaj has given on simple language, even local language in India, Gujarati. He's explaining very small examples, giving this simple example, saying that you have to have a determination of the God, nishtha of the God. Okay? And once you're nishtha of the God, you determine who's God, who's sitting on the divine abode, and who's here, and once he's not here, where is he? He's in the murti. And he's always with the form. And he's a non-form is like he's a divine power. And that divine power doesn't give you the kalyan, liberation. It gives you some good things, so you can walk on that pathway. And ultimately you worship as a form, and then your salvation comes. Otherwise there is no salvation. Otherwise you recycle again and again until you understand that things. That was Maharaj saying, all these Vachanamritam. Niskulan Swami, Muktan Swami, Gunatyan Swami, Brahman Swami, Devanand Swami, all sadhus are saying same thing. Shastriji Maharaj, Purani Swami, recent sadhus, Dev Swami, Dev Krishnadas Swami, all sadhus are saying, Jogi Swami, they are saying same thing. But to understand this, we have to do our devotion, recognize ourselves, our Atma, and become Atmanist. Body is wrong, body is going to go, soul is to remain there, and do bhakti, devotion, easy way. If you do Ashtanga Yoga, then also you can get salvation, but it's a hard job. It's very hard to uplift ourselves. It's necessary, but it's hard. But bhakti is the easy one. Okay. So, if you are yoga, we said always, right? Sankhya yoga, right? And Hasta yoga, Ashtanga yoga, and Pancharatra, right? Pancharatra tell you to whom to worship.
Yeah.
So, Sankhya will tell you that this world is ultimately will be false. Only the soul will remain and join with the God. So, Sankhya Shastra give you the vairagya, detachment from this material world. Because how this universe is created, how it's made up of, how many elements there, and you know that this one time will be destroyed. And only remain is the Atma and God, Parabrahma. So that's why the Sankhya Shastra will give you vairagya. Then vairagya, once you get detachment, then the yoga will tell you to join with someone. To whom? To God, Supreme Personality. So Ved will tell you, Vedanta, Upanishad, Vedanta, who's that God? So he's like this. He is beyond this. Like it looks like he is a formless, but no. But he's talking his power, energy. And that is he's in the form, the Supreme was sitting in the Akshardham, join with him. He has special form. That's Pancharatra will tell you. Okay? And do bhakti to him. And that's where we can get liberated. This is a wonderful scriptures Maharaj has given to us. And that is why all the sampradayas is giving their philosophy and it's good. But in the last 220 years ago, Maharaj has given us this glory of all the wisdom of the Vedanta, Veds. Because nobody can understand, but Maharaj himself given to us. So may Lord bless to all the devotees, all the people who are hearing this our divine lectures, and also give the blessing to the Bharat and Ananda and Rajkot, Jai Swaminarayan, and bless to our all families and devotees. Chajan Swaminarayan. Vari re do kar charan karo tyari re jamo nitala jivan ja vari re jale bharya chambo jo kali re jamo nitala जीवन जाऊवारी रे करे काट गाओ ने पोली रे मेरी धूत साकर मा बोली रे काजो रस केरी नो कोली रे जमोने थाल जीवन जाऊवारी रे गया छाटा के बर फूल वारी रे दूध पाक माल बुआ कड़ी रे बुरी पोची थई छे मां चढ़ी जमोनी थाल जीवन वारी रे अथाणा शाक सुंदर बाजी रे लावी छोतरत करे दादी रे दाही बात साकर छे जाजी रे जमोने थाल जीवन जाऊ वारी रे चलो करो लारी हो जल जारी रे एला चेला विंग सो पारी रे पाना बेड़ी बनावे सारी रे जमोने थाल जीवन जाऊ वारी रे मुख वास मन गम था लैने रे प्रसादी थातणी दैने रे भूमानंद कहे राजे थैने रे जमोने थाल जीवन
Maharaj ki Jai.
Jai Swaminarayan. Alright, Jai Swaminarayan. Today, New Year of 2022 starting. So may Lord Swaminarayan bless to all of us and all devotees and all the humankind. And this is today's 1st January 2022. And today is Saturday, Hanuman's days. So may our Lord Hanuman give to the better life. I know it's COVID-19 going on too much. So may Lord bless to all people and do good for human kindness. And Happy New Year to the Scott, Andrew Scott, Anand Bharat, and all the devotees who are listening to our divine discourses. Sahajananda Swami
Maharaj ki Jai.
Okay, brother. Stand there. Stand there. Jai Maharaj. Happy New Year 2022. For everyone is go good. And Jai Swaminarayan.